About Species Universe. Hi, I am John Zettel, author of Species Universe. This blog, Species Universe, reflects my growth toward enlightenment or higher states of consciousness, if not that then certainly about getting the benefit of practicing the Transcendental Meditation program as prescribed. In particular, I will be describing my realization of equating consciousness through the nothing of quantum mechanics to the unified field equation, string theory, the toe theory of everything or M theory, whichever you want to call it. Basically, this blog is about how remarkable the nothing of quantum mechanics fits the bill for the discovery of the ultimate law of unity or source of life, the unifying principle of both the objective and subjective aspects of life, of the physical and consciousness. What is the nothing of quantum mechanics? You can read my Species Universe page to get an in-depth description of where we get this nothing from. The link to the Species Universe page is in the description below. Basically, this nothing comes from the physics community trying to study the very small, which includes molecules, atoms and subatomic components. However, when the physics community did study this atomic realm, they came up against a paradox resulting in a conundrum. First, they found that the very small world displays both a particle and wave nature at the same time. This was discovered through the double slit experiment, where the scientists sent electrons through a double slit only to find the individual electrons acted both as particles and waves. When the electrons were sent through the double slits individually, they still displayed a wave-like property on the receiving screen. So, whether the electrons were sent individually or collectively, we get a wave-like result. However, the conundrum occurs when we monitor or observe the experiment to see exactly which slot the individual electrons are going through. When we do this, then the electrons go back to behaving like particles and not waves. In this situation, the result is two columns of atoms hitting the back screen. When we make an active observation, then we get a particle behavior; when not monitoring, then we get a wave behavior. The paradox seems to be that when electrons, or any atom and even molecules, are sent through the double slits individually, without monitoring them, they behave like waves. They somehow interact with themselves like a wave and then go back to behaving like a particle to hit the screen in a specific spot. But when taken all together after sending many particles through the double slits individually, they still make a wave-like pattern on the screen they land on. The only way to make them act like a particle is to make an active measurement or to monitor which slot the atoms go through. This is the conundrum. Only an active observation collapses the wave property of the atomic realm into a particle behavior. I have to recommend watching a video explaining the double slit experiment as many times as you need to until you thoroughly get what it is saying about the atomic realm having this seemingly paradoxical and conundrum behavior. Along with what you see here, you can watch the YouTube channel, Spacetime, PBS Digital Studios video, The Quantum Experiment That Broke Reality, to get an excellent description of it. The link for the YouTube channel Spacetime, PBS Digital Studios video is in the description below. A YouTube search for the double slit experiment will also bring up many worthwhile videos explaining this paradigm-changing experiment. I have also included a link for this in the description below, titled Double Slit Experiment YouTube Search. It is not only essential to get quantum mechanics but also to get what I and many others are saying about what quantum mechanics is really pointing to, about the true relationship between the mind and body, that they are the same thing. So, how do we get nothing from the double slit experiment? The nothing in the double slit experiment comes from the math involved to describe something in nature that displays both a particle and wave property at the same time. To do this, the scientists had to employ the mathematics of probabilities. Probabilities are not certainties. They cannot be located at any one point in space and time. Instead, they are mathematically described as a probability distribution. The particle and/or wave can be located in a given area, and the math of probabilities dictates the likelihood of finding it in any one place at any one time. Certainties can always be located in one place and one time; probabilities cannot. In fact, a probability is most accurately described as a non-physical, non-local phenomena, or basically as nothing. This is where we get the nothing of quantum mechanics. The equating of consciousness through the nothing of quantum mechanics to the theory of everything is to be understood in the same way that Einstein equated acceleration to gravity. By equating acceleration to gravity, Einstein was able to also equate the math obtained from understanding something as easily conceptual as an accelerating body like an elevator ride to the not so easily conceptual gravity. The connection between acceleration and gravity was confirmed and proven in the 1919 solar eclipse observed in Africa, which officially gave us Einstein's general theory of relativity. I expect the equating of consciousness through the nothing of quantum mechanics to the theory of everything to be the same. The nothing of quantum mechanics should make the conception of the sameness between the experience of the physical and the experience of consciousness easy. If this attempt succeeds, then we should have a workable conceptual framework unifying consciousness and the physical. This will also mean that the theory of everything is also a theory of consciousness. How could it be any other way? Key takeaways. This blog Species Universe is to first present both the traditional as well as current scientific attempts to equate consciousness to the source of life, universe or theory of everything. Second, to show that using the nothing of quantum mechanics can be the educational tool to make the equating of the two together, consciousness and the physical, simple conceptually and actually. Third and finally, it is to present the implications of such an equation, which should prove to be quite remarkable. Eventually, I expect to have enough material to write a book, ebook about Species Universe, or discovering the universe as a species by locating the ultimate missing link in solving the quantum conundrum. Signing up on speciesuniverse.com will not only keep you current on this remarkable subject, but you'll also be the first to receive notice when the book, ebook comes out. That's it, or that's everything about Species Universe. If this idea resonates with you, please hit the like button below. If not, you know what to do. Also, please make sure to subscribe for the latest in Species Universe. Thank you for watching. Opinions expressed in this video do not necessarily reflect the opinions of anyone referred to directly or indirectly in this video about Species Universe. All links referred to in this video, including a link to purchase complete videos of content appearing in this video about Species Universe, are listed in the description area below. All links other than to Zazzle Inc. are non-affiliate links. Species Universe Copyright 2019.